here with round one action in the There Will Be Trivia, or as Will likes to say, the TWBT Teams Tournament. This is round one action. We had our play-in match. Sandy Tato won that play-in match, and they are playing their round one match versus the Battlegrounds Combat Club, BCC. If you don't know who Sandy Tato is, it is Sandy the Sandman Robinson, Jake Reese, we call him Tato, versus the Battlegrounds Combat Club of Austin Pence Howell and Aaron Canole. Will, what do you think so far?
I think this tournament has just been madness, to say the least. Not because these have been bad matches by any stretch of the imagination, but we have just had bracket buster after bracket buster on this, and I just feel things are really heating up now too. Sandy Tato really impressed me with the last time, especially with the mystery category, just absolutely smoking it. And BCC, well, they're always fun to watch. These are two guys who don't really do a lot of movie trivia, but when they do, they really show their knowledge. So this is going to be a really good match tonight.
Well, let's let them speak for themselves. We'll throw it backstage and have Sandy Tato talk about their chances. Then we'll throw it over to BCC when they're done.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm feeling pretty good after our last win. We really took a chance, with that secret category. We meshed pretty good. I'm hoping that we can pull some kind of magic like tonight, because we got some pretty tough opponents. In Austin and Aaron, these guys know their stuff, but I think we've got what it takes to take them on.
I agree with you 100% on that one. This will be a fantastic match.
Dude, let's go get them.
Well, Mr. Aaron, the way we came together as a team is sort of a weird thing. I just sort of posted on the open call out for a partner. You answered the call. I put the signal in the sky, and you answered. Man, how you feeling about this one?
What are we doing here?
Doing a little team trivia, man. We're the Combat Club. Let's go.
Yeah, anything to sell my brand. Let's go, baby. Let's play.
Hey, come on. We got to represent the battleground, and we gotta do our thing, man. So let's do our thing. Let's roll.
All right. I got your back, man. Let's play.
Well, great comments, and the true MVP of those promos got to be Tato's laundry hamper. What do you think, Will?
I thought this was going to have a lot more shit talking, but nope. Everyone's being very gentlemanly. Let's
bring them in.
Let's bring him in.
Yeah, introducing first. They already have a win. They played their way in. It's the Sandy Tato. Welcome, guys, and their opponents for this evening, the Battlegrounds Combat Club. Let's bring them in, making their first appearance here in the tournament.
Hey, shit talking's for a battleground, man. I don't do that much in trivia. I haven't backed it up yet in singles, so I can't say anything.
I'm just happy to see Sandy. How's it going, man?
Good, man. How about you?
Good.
Been a minute.
Very, very cordial. Anyway, for those of you who are watching at home, hopefully this isn't your first video with There Will Be Trivia, but in case you didn't know, here are the rules for round one. Okay, we're all set to go.
Brand new rule cards for teams, so I don't get yelled at anymore.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Shout out to Henry Confidential for actually writing rule cards that match the matches.
Yay.
So there we go. Does anybody have any questions before we start?
Let's go.
You're gonna get 3 repeats and 1 challenge. If you lose your challenge, you will lose a repeat. Will, how about you read those odds and I will read the evens?
You got it, my friend. Your first category comes in the category of geek. Who directed X-Men Origins Wolverine?
I'm a big Wolverine fan. I named my son Logan. You know this.
Of course.
Yeah, so I'm a fan of these movies regardless. They could have put any bad guy in the movie and I wouldn't have cared.
I just feel really bad for anyone who went into this thinking it was a Red Dawn origin film. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for laughing at that stupid ass joke. We're gonna go over to Sandy.
I know I'm wrong. I said Justin Lin.
And we're gonna go over to Aaron.
God bless this man's career, Gavin Hood.
And we go over to let's go over to Austin. Oh, we're gonna go over to Tato. Okay, go ahead, Tato.
Josh Trank.
And Austin.
All good answers. I didn't have it.
Gavin Hood is the correct answer.
Good job, Aaron.
Your second question is
Well,
in the category of horror. What is the name of Chris's best friend in Get Out? And again, another fire movie. You know? Not the X-Men Origin. Not that X-Men Origins Wolverine is a fire movie, but definitely Get Out's a fire movie.
Get Out's a fire movie. X-Men Origins Wolverine makes me want to set fires. Let's just be clear on that one.
Fair enough. Let's see those answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start with Aaron.
I know him only as Lil Rel.
Okay, and Tato.
Josh again.
And Austin.
I had Ray.
And Sandy.
I said Max.
All incorrect. His name's Rod. Rod from the mother effing TSA. Rod.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry,
Your third category comes in the category of sports. Who directed Kevin Costner in Tin Cup? As golfing movies go, Tin Cup is it's a movie.
It's one of them. It's definitely a movie about golf. It is no Happy Gilmore.
Although watching Kevin Costner say the F word over and over again is actually rather enjoyable. Seeing that he actually had a nice polished reputation up until that point, it's like, no, we're going to see the F word a bunch of times. That's my boy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Austin this time.
Did he direct himself, Kevin Costner?
Tato.
John Landis.
And Sandy.
I also said Kevin Costner.
And finally, Aaron.
I'm glad we're all guessing blindly the same. Kevin Costner?
That would have been really funny, but no, it was Ron Shelton.
Your fourth question comes in the category of recent releases. In Everything Everywhere All at Once, what type of business does the Wang family own?
Hey, John, when was the last time you Wang Chunged?
Tonight, because everybody should be Wang Chunging tonight, and everybody should be having fun tonight. It's exactly when we should be doing it.
Absolutely.
But let's find out what business this family owned in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Tato. Let's go to Tato first.
Shoe factory.
All right.
Oh, God.
Austin.
A laundromat.
And Sandy.
I said a casino. I haven't seen it yet.
And Aaron.
Oh, well, I definitely spelled it wrong, but laundromat is what I meant.
I will take laundromat as well. Laundromat is correct.
I saw that movie. Yay.
It's on my list. I haven't seen it yet.
All right. In my third favorite category of musicals for your fifth question, what is the name of the song that constantly is sung and played around Sebastian and Mia in La La Land? So, John,
remember,
do you think La La Land overrated or underrated?
Rated correctly.
Fair.
Yes, rated correctly. And just for those of you in the comments, Henry was saying he wrote these questions beforehand, so you can just direct all your comments right down there to Henry Confidential.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Start the shit talking.
So
5,
blame Henry for the low score. Thank you.
2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Sandy.
I said Bittersweet Symphony.
That would have been great. Let's go over to Tato.
Love Me Tender.
Interesting. We're going to go over to Austin.
City of Stars.
And finally, we go to Aaron.
At least we think the same. I also said City of Stars.
And there we go. City of Stars is correct.
Oh, okay.
Hey, sweet.
Your sixth question comes in the category of actor filmographies, which I believe is that a strength? No, it is not. It is not. Actor filmography.
Not for these people. No.
What actor has been in the following films? The Untouchables, The Godfather Part 3, and Wrath of Man.
I've seen one of these movies.
I've seen 2 out of the 3. I'll let you figure out which one I haven't seen.
Wrath of Man is on my list, and I really want to see it, but
I haven't seen that. That's the one I haven't seen, exactly. Yeah. But let's see who's in that movie in 5,
That's solid.
4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Aaron.
I saw Wrath of Man in theater, so I'm like 90% sure it's Andy Garcia.
And Tato.
Bob De Niro.
And Austin.
Andy Garcia.
And Sandy.
Andy Garcia.
Sorry.
Andy Garcia is the correct answer.
All right, we go right now into question 7, which comes in the category of directors. Very simple. Who directed Nightmare Alley?
A lot of director's questions. We're getting a lot of people getting their director workout today.
Definitely getting the director workout, and wow, Nightmare Alley is such a bizarre movie. But it's good, when you're up against films that year, yeah, things get really weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we're gonna see what director people picked in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna start with Tato.
Wes Craven.
I think he was dead.
Guillermo del Toro.
And we'll go to Aaron.
Guillermo del Toro.
Finally, Sandy.
I said Bradley Cooper.
Guillermo del Toro is the correct answer.
Your 8th question comes in the category of Westerns. What impairment does the Schofield kid have in Unforgiven?
What do you think of the song Unforgiven from Metallica?
Metallica? I like Unforgiven and Unforgiven too. I remember that video. That video was pretty fire for the time it came out too. Not the Unforgiven 2. The Unforgiven video was very good.
I'm probably one of the crazy people that really likes Unforgiven 2 more than the Unforgiven, but at the same time, that's the one I heard first.
True.
So,
well let's see what happened to this poor kid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we should be down with Austin right now.
I just took a guess. Tuberculosis.
And Sandy.
I said he's going blind.
And Aaron.
I might have gone too specific. I said blind in one eye.
And Tato.
I just wrote blindness.
I have poor eyesight, so I don't know if he's blind in one eye.
Yeah, that's probably too specific.
Yeah, but I do think going blindness, I will accept. So
okay.
That's fair.
Yes.
It's not worth challenging it.
All right. And then now in the 9th question, coming in movie release dates, which is the BCC's strength. What year saw the release of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie? Do you prefer the movie or the TV show?
Really didn't watch much of the TV show. I do think the movie is a classic, if only for the mid-credit sequence with Paul Rubens. That is exactly that is a gift from the movie gods.
Does Paul Rubens make any movie worse? The answer is no.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go over to Aaron this time.
1992. There it is.
And we'll go to Sandy.
I said 1993.
Tato.
I went 97.
And Austin.
1992.
1992 is the correct answer.
And your final question comes in Sandy Tato's strength of the Rocky franchise. What item gets stolen from Rocky's son in Rocky 5?
Do you think anyone went to go see the Rocky Horror Picture Show thinking that it had something to do with the Rocky franchise?
They wouldn't because it came out a year before
Yeah,
Rocky.
it came out
I was about to say, I think, the timeline's messed up, but yeah.
but someone may have walked into Rocky thinking it was a sequel to the picture show.
In those Rocky
There you
Horror Picture
go.
Show revivals that they have all the time, I guarantee at least one person has walked into one of those thinking it had to do with Rocky. I guarantee you that.
There's
5,
your movie release
No
date
one
preview
walked
for
into
you.
shock treatment in general.
2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start over with Sandy.
His jacket.
Aaron.
I said his watch.
Tato.
Coat.
And Austin.
And I said jacket/coat.
Yes, we'll take that. We'll take jacket and coat.
All right.
At the end of round 1, I have the BCC with 12 and Sandy Tato with 5. Is that what you have?
That is exactly what I have.
With that, we're going to go to round 2. We got a score of 12-5. Here are the rules for round 2. So with that, here is Sandy Tato's first spin. Lands on comedy. Do you guys want to keep that or spin again?
It's pretty broad, man.
And the way we're going, we need to
Get something that we're going to be good in. So I think it's worth the risk respinning.
Okay.
I'm with you.
And here's your second spin. You will have to keep this. Lands on drama. So,
Oh, all right.
Yep.
It is what it is, man. Do our best. Let's have some fun.
Yes, yes.
Will, can you read them their questions in drama?
I certainly can. All right, Sandy Tato, your first question in drama. Who starred in and directed The Ides of March?
Clooney.
It's George Clooney. Yeah. So George Clooney. Final answer.
For 2 points.
Nice.
Question number 2. The Squid and the Whale is about 2 teenage boys, both dealing with what?
The first thing that comes to mind is homelessness, but I'm not sure. I've never seen it. I'm only going on based on the limited viewing I saw in commercials.
I think at this point we gotta shoot. I don't think it's worth going to multiple. If you have that thought, I think you just say homelessness. Go with it.
All right, I agree. We got to play a little bit hard here. So all right, we're gonna go homelessness or being homeless. Final answer.
That is unfortunately incorrect. BCC, chance for a 2-point steal.
Aaron, I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
No, I'm only vaguely familiar with the title.
Something
Alright,
they're
I'm pretty
dealing
sure-
with.
I mean, it could be a number of things. It could be an illness. It could be, I believe it is a more recent film.
Could be
I don't know.
puberty. I don't know. Yeah.
You want me to just take a shot in the dark?
2,
Yeah. Go.
1.
Being gay. Final answer.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for their parents' divorce.
Divorce. Okay.
And it actually is not that recent of a film. It was 2005.
That was also one of my guesses.
In the grand scheme of things, it's recent.
No worries.
Yeah, it's all right.
Question number 3. Kenneth Lonergan, director of Manchester by the Sea, directed what 2000 drama?
I have no idea.
I don't know. For some reason, the name sounds familiar. I feel like this came up in some match I watched recently, but what?
Let's go to multiple choice. Maybe it'll jog your memory. So we'll go
Yeah.
multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, You Can Count on Me, B, Billy Elliot, C, Chocolat, or D, The Family Man.
Anything there?
The only thing I thought about was, do you want to use a repeat? Because I want to hear the question and the choices again.
Okay.
All right, we'll get a repeat of the question and the choices, please.
You got it. Using your first repeat, you have 2 remaining. Kenneth Lonergan, director of Manchester by the Sea, directed what 2000 drama? A, You Can Count on Me, B, Billy Elliot, C, Chocolat, or D, The Family Man.
Okay, I'm not sure The Family Man was in 2000. I think it was in 1996. But I'm thinking it's either It's either Billy Elliot or Chocolat, but I think it might be Billy Elliot.
Let's go with it.
Billy Elliot, final answer.
That is incorrect. BCC, chance for a 1-point steal.
I'm leaning either Family Man or Chocolat, personally. But
I'm like 99% sure it's not Chocolat.
okay. So
My instinct was A because it's a movie I'm not really familiar with, but I feel like I've heard the title before.
that's true. Okay. No, your logic's good. Let's go A. So
All right, I'm gonna go with A. Final answer.
For the 1-point steal.
Okay. Good job. Good instinct.
That was. Damn it.
All right. Your final question in drama. Meryl Streep and Kevin Kline starred together in what 80s film?
Meryl Streep and Kevin Kline. It's does maybe Meryl Streep have a part in Dave?
No, the question is star together.
All right, multiple choice.
Yep.
Your multiple choice options are A. Silkwood, B. Falling in Love, C. Sophie's Choice, or D. Ironweed.
Man, I don't know if it's Ironweed, but it might be. Isn't he in?
It's not
he,
Sophie's Choice,
it's
right?
not, eh? That's what I was thinking. I thought he was the other guy, but screw it. Let's get a repeat of the question and the choices again, please.
You got it. One repeat remaining. Meryl Streep and Kevin Kline starred together in what 80s film? A. Silkwood, B. Falling in Love, C. Sophie's Choice, or D. Ironweed.
The only one I'm not familiar with is B. Falling in Love.
So do you think it's not A or D?
I don't think it's Silkwood. I'm gonna let you do this one, man. Pick which one you think is the best one.
B, final answer.
B is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. BCC.
Have you seen any of these? I've only seen one of these movies. I can't remember.
I'm definitely certain it's not Sophie's Choice. And
So
I'm fairly certain he's not in Silkwood, so I was instinctively
Let's go
thinking
Ironweed.
of D. So if it's
But
not,
they said B, so let's go D. Let's go D then.
Yeah, I mean,
all right, that's fine.
Yeah,
Hey, we'll
D
take a shot.
final answer.
D final answer.
Unfortunately, your knowledge actually fights against you. It is Sophie's Choice.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Really? Okay.
He stars in Sophie's Choice.
So at the end of Sandy Tato's spin, Sandy Tato get their score up to 7. BCC get their score up to 13.
That is what I have, and we'll bring the wheel back up for
All right.
BCC's first spin. It is away. You land on science fiction. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Can I ask because it cut out for me a little bit? What's the score again?
It is 13 for you guys and 7 for Sandy Tato.
Okay, so we still have a gap. I feel fairly decent with sci-fi, but I know there's things we could play for them.
Yeah, I'm okay if it comes back around to sci-fi, but I think we should try to get one of our strengths or one of the other ones. Like I'm cool with spinning again and shooting the shot, but I'm okay if it comes around to sci-fi. So
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead. Spin it again.
So we
Yeah,
will
spin it
spin. Your second
Spin it
spin, which you must keep, is classics.
okay.
All right. So I will ask you your questions in classics. Let me just scroll up to classics. Your first question in classics. What profession does Rosemary's husband have in Rosemary's Baby?
I just watched this like 6 months ago. I'm leaning towards like a banker, but we've got enough of a thing. We might want to go multiple choice and just.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Wait,
because
no.
that's far more recent than I would have seen it.
Okay. Let's go multiple, please.
All right. Your multiple choice answers are A, actor, B, doctor, C, lawyer, or D, writer.
Okay, so it's not specifically a banker, but out of the ones he listed, Lawyer sounds closest, but do you remember anything in the movie that would lean towards
Not
any-
really.
5,
But I'm
Spend a
gonna
lot
go
of time
with
at
that.
home to write? Or...
Yeah,
3.
let's go with that. We'll say lawyer. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal, Sandy Tato.
Dude, is Tato even there? Yeah,
He's
he is.
there.
Dude, I think he's a doctor. Because doesn't he think that she's sick all the time and she's trying to figure out what's wrong with her?
That's good by me.
All right. 5.
All right, we'll say doctor. Final answer.
Also incorrect. He is an actor.
Oh.
He is an actor.
Wow. Okay.
Your second question in classics. Who directed 1954's Dial M for Murder?
That is Hitchcock, isn't it? Eric?
As I said, that's Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go for it. Alfred Hitchcock. Final answer.
For 2 points. Your third question. Cary Grant works as a newspaper editor in what 1940s romantic comedy?
Oh, isn't that Philadelphia Story?
Yeah, that I've never seen it, but that sounds familiar.
I know he's in it. I know he's in it,
and
and it's 40s, and that sounds about right. I think he's doing his journalism story or something. He gets like
you
a
want
love
to
triangle.
check down to multiple choice just to
No,
see if
I want to go
it's
for it. I want to go for it.
Go for it.
2.
Philadelphia Story. Final answer.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. Cary Grant works as a newspaper editor in what 1940s rom-com?
All right, like I just watched this the other day, but I never pay attention to titles. I know this. If you asked me a plot question, I would have known what this movie was. But I think they were on the right things. I think it's just a love story.
Okay.
4.
Come on.
A love
2.
story. Final answer.
That is also incorrect. Looking for His Girl Friday.
Friday.
That was the other one. That was
I
the
believe.
other one.
I believe in
Is it
Philadelphia
his-
Story. He's a journalist, not an editor.
Is it his girl Friday or his gal Friday?
His Girl Friday.
His Girl Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And your final question in your classics: what state is Dorothy from in The Wizard of Oz?
Aaron, she's not in Kansas anymore.
I do believe she is not in Kansas anymore.
Okay, so we will say Kansas. Final answer.
For 2 points.
Okay.
So we do not have a knockout situation at the end of this round. We are going to go on to round 3.
What is the score
Sorry.
officially?
The score is I have 17-7. So
Okay.
we will look at the rules for round 3 right now, and we'll come back right now. All right. So here everybody saw those rules. We're going to start with Sandy Tato. So you asked them their questions in round 2. I'll ask them their Rocky questions in round 3. Guys, you have to get all 3 of these correct to kick it back over to BCC. Okay.
And we can work together on all 3, right?
Yep. You get to work together on all 3. Your first question for 2 points. Who plays Mason the Line Dixon in Rocky Balboa?
Antonio Tarver.
Final answer.
For 2 points. Your 3-point question. What is the name of Adonis and Bianca's child in Creed 2?
Oh, dang. Oh, I know it has a weird, like, flex in the name.
5, 4, 3.
Final
2.
repeat.
Repeat.
All right. That's your last repeat.
Like-
What is the name?
Is it Amara?
Again, somebody's messing with my paper here. I'll read it to you in time because.
I like that.
What is the name of Adonis and Bianca's child in Creed 2?
I think it's Amara.
Go with it.
We're going to go Amara. Final answer.
For 3 points.
Wow, good pull. Good pull, guys.
And your 5-point question in the Rocky franchise. Remember, you have no repeats remaining. In the ring introductions in Rocky 3, what is Thunderlip's build weight?
Oh, crap. It's 300.
390 pounds.
It's not that high, man. I don't think it's that high.
5,
I think
4,
3
3,
360.
1.
360 pounds. Final answer.
And your winners, the Battlegrounds Combat
Hey.
Club. Unfortunately, it was
Can I say something?
390 pounds.
I wrote that question for Jake and Henry's exhibition, so I knew that answer. 390 pounds.
390 pounds was correct.
All right.
With that, we will go to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finishers, Sandy Tato. Guys, got to say, it was very difficult to battle back from that, and you almost battled all the way back. So kudos to you guys for knowing your stuff. Just you're Sandy. I agree with you. 390 pounds is a ton of weight. Unfortunately,
there's no way Hulk weighs that.
He was never that heavy, and I was just I couldn't remember the answer, and I was like, he was never that heavy as a wrestler. He was maybe 330 at his highest weight, and I was just like, okay, there's no way they're billing him as 390 pounds. But Jake, man, I am so sorry, man. You had that answer. Bang.
They weren't gonna miss 3 questions in a row anyway.
Still, man, TKO and just a regular
pile. It's all good, man.
Yeah.
We had fun.
First round, we just played. The questions weren't there for us, man. I mean, I wasn't hitting anything until the last little bit, and you were hitting them, and just they just kept on getting those double knockers on us where we would get 0 and they would get 2, and they just kept getting them. And I'm like, God damn it. But you know what? I'm not ashamed of how we play, because we played pretty good with a pretty good round 2 category that was, but it is what it is. We're still getting used to each other. I know that's going to be an excuse not very many people are going to take for much longer, but the more matches we get under our belt together, the better we're going to play in the future, no matter if it's in the next tournament or the next tournament after that. So let's keep on rocking, brother. We got this.
Yeah, I think you guys had a really strong play-in match, extremely strong. And this match, things just didn't go your way. So we are going to see you back once this tournament's over. You're definitely going to be in the mix when we go back and do some matches. So we'll see you guys soon. With that, we'll bring in today's winners, the Battlegrounds Combat Club. Pez, Aaron, great match. How you guys feeling?
Hey, no, good, man. It feels good to get a win. I've had 2 losses in singles, so it feels good to actually win one of these. I figured me and Aaron would kind of vibe with a lot of the similar knowledge, at least. I've seen him play some trivia, so we do that. And I was pretty confident, even if they bounce. I thought they were going to bounce it back to us, but I was confident we would at least get one of them between the 2 of us, like on the dates. I was pretty sure we could at least get something. But I'm glad we pulled through the classics category. Yeah, it was a wonky first round for everybody, at least in the first half, but then we started clicking a little later. But yeah, I'm happy with the way we played. How about you, Aaron?
Yeah, no, it was for our first match, I would say it was solid overall. I do think us coming together in round 1 and being able to get those points helped us, because I'd say probably collectively that category was the weakest one that we had. I honestly forgot that was even on there. I was probably told at some point beforehand that was there. I just completely forgot. But by the nature of some of those movies were made 3 lifetimes ago in my case, just haven't seen as many of them.
Yeah.
But we were able to kind of come together and figure out enough to put ourselves in enough of a lead that they had to play back that heavy, which was a good thing.
Yeah.
So really strong showing. I'm hearing from backstage you are moving on to the next round. Obviously, you'll be playing the Fellowship of the Quiz, Brian Nussbaum and Steve Mesa. How do you guys feel about that?
Steve prides himself on being really good at trivia, and he takes it very seriously. So I do know that. Brian, I've seen him play. I know he has his, animated strengths, and he knows a lot of actors and things like that. So, he definitely knows what he does. But yeah, I think it'll be a really solid back and forth match. I do think we have a good chance. I think if we play at least as good as we did here, a little bit better, we'll probably play even next time. I think we'll be all right.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never played Brian before. I know he speaks pretty openly about the fact that his strength comes in animation, so I'm well aware of that going into this. I've played Steve before, never in a competitive setting like this. I've played him a couple of times through Jordan's channel, And the 2 or 3 times we've played together, I've hung with him every time. I don't always beat him, but I hang with him. So I think in that sense, it is enough that as long as it's just a case of like what the other guys had, unfortunately, tonight, where the questions just really didn't go their way, I think we should be able to hang just fine and hopefully get past them.
Yeah.
Great. Well, again, guys, great showing, really strong round one, and you just fast out of the gates, led the whole way. So it was great having you guys, and we'll see you back real soon. So round 2 is coming up.
Looking forward to it, man. Thank you.
So with that, Will, final thoughts.
We knew that this was going to be a good match, and while the scores aren't as high as we have seen, that doesn't mean that this was not a nail biter, especially that round 3 where Sandy Tato just fought tooth and nail to get there and almost had their 5-pointer. You can't really say anything to that. That was a great match through and through.
Yeah, like my heart sank when Tato had it, but like I said, it's right. Nobody you would not expect somebody to weigh almost 400 pounds. It's just right. I think it's just the fact that Hulk is just that much taller than Stallone. They had to explain it away some way. That's right. Probably why he weighed so much. But with that, it was a great match. I think kudos to both teams. We're definitely going to see BCC real soon. We're going to see Sandy Tato once we're done with this tournament. Until next time, I'm John Marr. That's Will Cohen. Henry Confidential was backstage helping us out. This was There Will Be Trivia TWBT Teams. See us next time. Like, subscribe, tell your mom.